What's up everybody, it's your boy Nate. Today we're going to be diving into Unreal Engine 5. Unreal Engine is one of the most powerful softwares that have come out this past decade. It's extremely useful for creating video games, animated short films, and photorealistic real-time renders. Not only that, but it is completely free to download and start creating with. There have been some insane improvements to make creating in Unreal Engine that much faster, easier, and fun. I'm super excited, I know you are too. Alright, let's go. Quick disclaimer, the creators on this list are in no way in order of importance. They're just too dope to compare like that. But the final three on the list are the ones that have inspired me the most. So make sure you stick around until the very end so you don't miss out on that one. Today's episode is super special because we have Jonathan Winbush, who is an award-winning motion graphics artist and an absolute expert in Unreal Engine. He's worked on Iron Man, Fantastic Four, Transformers, Lego Batman 2, Lego Harry Potter, as well as My Little Pony. He's here to help us today learn more about some of these works and how we can incorporate these techniques into projects of our own.
What up, Winbush here, and today I'm excited to be with my homies over at BLACKMIXTURE.
If you guys want to deep dive into any of these projects and learn how you can really improve your Unreal Engine skills, I highly recommend you check out his channel. Alright, without further ado, let's hop right into the list.
Coming in at number 10, and this one is called The Carpenter Cellar by Daniel Martinger. This was extremely impressive. Everything was created completely from scratch. He did say that he used some Megascan textures in there, but the 3D models themselves he actually hand built using ZBrush. And what's really dope about it is there's an actual render engine within Unreal called the Path Tracer. So everybody knows about the real-time rendering, which is usually used in video games, but they do have a Path Tracer in there. So that would go along the lines like if you're a Blender user, something that's similar to Cycles. And so he used it in here, and this is his first time actually using it, and it came out absolutely insane. It looks photoreal. The first time I saw it, I couldn't believe that this was actually rendered inside of a game engine. So hats off to you. This is extremely impressive work.
Here we have at number 9. Next up we have one from Tom Bentkowski, who brings us this animated short film created in Unreal Engine 5. This is a beautiful showcase of using light to really bring a scene to life, as well as using some awesome animation techniques of stop motion to give this a bit of personality. I love how this came out, and I hope to see more of your work, Tom.
Here we go with number 8. So what we have right here is a really dope piece by Dimension Studios. What makes this one special is everything that's in there is all photogrammetry work. So the way that they created it, they actually have like a DJI drone that went through this valley, and it was just taking like hundreds of photos, capturing everything around it. Then they brought it into reality capture, made like this humongous 3D model that they then brought inside of Unreal Engine and was able to render everything out, which is truly impressive because it looks like they just took the drone through the valley and everything here. So being able to have like this type of power in our palms is truly impressive to see from a studio that's just a couple of people. Definitely some dope work there from Dimension Studios.
Number 7 on the list. Yo, okay, this one freaking blew my mind when I saw it. This one is by Hirokazu Yokohara, who brings us this real-time cloth simulation in Unreal Engine using the U-Draper plugins. Now, if you guys have ever seen cloth simulations, you know that these things tend to take a really long time if you're working in something like Blender or even another software. However, using this plugin in Unreal Engine 5, we're getting real-time, realistic cloth simulations, and it's just really impressive to see how this came out. Gotta say, this looks to be probably one of the best cloth simulations I've seen. If you guys are curious how those clothes were designed for this character, they're actually made in Marvelous Designer and then imported into Unreal Engine. So this is a really great use case of using these two softwares to create something super interesting. If you guys are enjoying the creators on this list, it'd mean a whole lot if you went ahead and hit that like button. It does a tremendous amount for helping the YouTube algorithm, and it also warms my heart. So huge thanks to you guys. All right, let's get right back into the list.
Popping in at number 6. This one is really dope. This is by one of my favorite artists out there, Aster Zoo. It's pretty insane on what he does inside of Unreal. I know he works at Epic, but he takes on these side projects and he creates stuff inside of Unreal that nobody thought could even be done. Now, as a motion graphics and VFX artist, we all know that like doing volumetric fog is extremely hard to get right. And what he did was he wrote his own script to be able to run this in real time. So in this example, this is actual real gameplay of him moving a character with this atmospheric fog, moving and rolling just how it would in real life. So I would definitely say check out his work because he does some truly impressive work.
All right, we're about halfway through the list. At number 5, 5. This next one is from Mike DeLeonardo, who brings us this beautifully detailed environment. I love the colors and the environment details such as the rocks, vegetation, and the water with various depths that give different looks when the light hits it. These little details just really bring the scene to life, and it was super inspiring to see what you can create in Unreal Engine. Now, originally the scene was created for the post-apocalyptic contest by KB3D, and even though Mike DeLeonardo did not get to submit this in time, I think this work definitely deserves to get some recognition and shown because it has some amazing use of environment design that is super inspiring. Anyways, I love your work a lot, Mike DeLeonardo, and I hope to see more.
Rolling up to number 4. So again, we have Hirokazu Yokahira. He created this piece called Stone Statue of the Skull. What's truly impressive about this one, this is probably the first time I actually seen anybody take a scene built inside of Cinema 4D and use the Datasmith plugin to then bring it inside of Unreal Engine and render it using Unreal as a render engine. So this is truly crazy because I know as a motion graphics artist using Cinema 4D, to take it inside of Unreal Engine and use that real-time functionality is truly crazy because we're living in a new age where we no longer have to wait for renders and, you know, sending stuff to render farms. This right here proves that we could create stuff in real time and still have it be photoreal. So hats off to you, Hiro. Truly impressed.
Okay, things are really heating up. We're down to the final 3. At number 3 on the list, here we have an amazing work from the Quixel employees who brings us this 90 days in Unreal Engine 5. Now, the reason why it's called 90 days in Unreal Engine 5 is because these works were actually created in 90 days, which is mind-blowing because it really showcases the depth of what is possible in Unreal using highly detailed and beautifully composited assets in these vastly different environments. I can already see this being super useful for different artworks, game levels, and cinema sets. If you guys are curious to see all of these different artists that actually contributed to this, you can check down below in that description box so you can dive more into each of these projects. Anyways, love your work a lot and I hope to see more.
Coming in at number 2, what Mouse Cable did here was he actually recreated a car commercial all inside of Unreal Engine 5 to kind of show his studio the capabilities of Unreal and how they can utilize it inside their commercial work. If you look at the different camera play and you look at the reflections off the car, everything looks super photorealistic, and it took them no time at all to put this all together. So this is a good demonstration of somebody utilizing Unreal Engine 5 to kind of showcase to their company the capabilities of it and how they can utilize it inside their commercial work, which I think is truly dope because the future is now, and I can only see this getting used a lot more. So I would definitely say go to my YouTube channel if you want to learn how to make stuff like this.
And last but not least, at number 1, okay, Wild Gamer SK brings us this amazing looking Halo recreation using Unreal Engine 5. What's really awesome about this is that it brings these next level graphics and level recreations to one of the older games of Halo, and I love how this comes out looking super smooth. It's running at 60 FPS in 4K at max settings, and it's rendered all on an RTX 3080. This piece showcases beautiful graphics and volumetric lighting, and not only that, but you guys can actually download this and mess around with this using Unreal Engine. I love your work a lot, Wild Gamer SK, and I hope to see more. If you guys are curious to learn how to start creating an Unreal Engine, I highly recommend you check out Jonathan Winbush's channel because he can take you from a complete beginner to an expert in Unreal Engine 5. I don't know what you guys are still doing here. Go ahead, check out these videos. There's so much super interesting stuff to learn, and as always, I hope to catch you in the next one. Peace.